don't think we are happy. It would be much better if you didn't pretend. I'll go away. Why don't you answer me?
How can I answer you when I don't know the answer myself? If you say we're happy, let's leave it at that. Happiness is something I know nothing about. Oh, look. There's the one when I left the camera running on the tripod, remember?
Pardon me, madam. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm all right, Hilda. Thank you very much.
I'll bring the sandwiches immediately, madam.
Hilda,
Yes, madam?
the West Wing. Nobody ever uses it anymore, do they?
No, madam. Not since the death of Mrs. De Winter.
Come along, Mr. Jack, or someone may see you.
Well, Danny, old Harvey, it's been good to see you again. I've been simply breathless to pick up all the news.
I really don't think it's wise for you to come here, Mr. Jack.
Jasper, come here.
Oh, nonsense, nonsense. It's just like coming back home.
Quiet, Mr. Jack.
Yes, and we must be careful not to shock Cinderella, mustn't we?
She's in the morning room. If you leave through the garden door, she won't see you.
I must say I feel a little like the poor relation sneaking around through back doors. Well, toodaloo, Danny.
Goodbye, Mr. Jack. And please be careful.
Looking for me? Oh, I didn't make you jump, did I?
No, of course not. I didn't quite know who it was.
Yes. You're pleased to see me, aren't you, old boy?
I'm glad there's someone in the family to welcome me back to Manderley.
And, how is dear old Max?
Very well, thank you.
I hear he went up to London, left his little bride all alone. It's too bad. Isn't he rather afraid that somebody might come down and carry you off?
Danny, all your precautions were in vain. The mistress of the house was hiding behind the door. Oh, what about presenting me to the bride?
This is Mr. Favell, madam. How do you do?
How do you do?
Well, won't you have some tea or something?
Well, now, isn't that a charming invitation? I've been asked to stay to tea, Danny, and I have a good mind to accept. Oh, well, perhaps you're right. Pity, just we're getting on so nicely. We mustn't lead the young bride astray, must we, Jasper? Goodbye. It's been fun meeting you. Oh, and by the way, it would be very decent of you if you didn't mention this little visit to your revered husband. He doesn't exactly approve of me.
Very well.
That's very sporting of you. I wish I had a young bride of 3 months waiting for me at home. I'm just a lonely old bachelor. Very well. Oh, and I know what was wrong with that introduction. Danny didn't tell you, did she? I'm Rebecca's favorite cousin. Toodaloo.
you wish anything, madam?
I didn't expect to see you, Mrs. Danvers. I noticed that the window wasn't closed, and I came up to see if I could fasten it.
Why did you say that? I closed it before I left the room. You opened it yourself, didn't you? You've always wanted to see this room, haven't you, madam? Why did you never ask me to show it to you? I was ready to show it to you every day. It's a lovely room, isn't it? Loveliest room you've ever seen. Everything is kept just as Mrs. De Winter liked it. Nothing has been altered since that last night. Come, I'll show you her dressing room. This is where I keep all her clothes. You would like to see them, wouldn't you? Feel this. It was a Christmas present from Mr. De Winter. He was always giving her expensive gifts the whole year round. I keep her underwear on this side. They were made specially for her by the nuns in the convent of St. Clair. I always used to wait up for her, no matter how late. Sometimes she and Mr. De Winter didn't come home until dawn. While she was undressing, she'd tell me about the party she'd been to. She knew everyone that mattered. Everyone loved her. When she'd finished her bath, she'd go into the bedroom and go over to the dressing table. Oh, you've moved her brush, haven't you? There, that's better. Just as she always laid it down. Come on, Danny. Hair drill, she would say. And I'd stand behind her like this and brush away for 20 minutes at a time. And then she would say, "Good night, Danny," and step into her bed. I embroidered this case for her myself, and I keep it here always. Did you ever see anything so delicate?